Alright, so tried to record off my phone. It didn't work. Um, Very long memory. I've been recording a lot of stuff on there that I have to upload. But yeah, I'm on part 18. So the officer, he dropped me off on one part of town, and I ended up going to the next. I had to walk all the way back to the other side of town that I was already at, where the Greyhound was. So I walked to that side of town. I find a place in between these two air conditioners on the outside of these apartments, and I just went to sleep right there. I woke up, and when I got up, I guess they started with the rasp again. Saying the rapper got killed, and everybody was blaming me pretty much, saying I did it. They were playing with my head the whole time. So then they wanted me to lift my shirt up and all kind of shit like that, and pull my pants down and weird shit. Prove I didn't do it. So that's how the morning went. And then it turns out, magically, the person is alive again. Oh, my bad. He didn't really die. Like, so, so from there, what happened? That day, I wasn't even eating nothing. I went to the Greyhound, waited to see when the next bus was gonna come. Customer service was never open there. You just had to wait for the bus to come. The crazy girl came back. And she's like, a bus is coming today. And she got to telling me that she was in the hotel. Yeah, she was in the hotel, whatnot. I remember just sleeping on the ground. I'm pretty sure they accommodated her with the hotel. And so that was that. I'm pretty much there for hours waiting. Come to find out, she ended up renewing her ticket. She renewed her ticket, and then they telling me I might not be able to take my bus because it's the day after now. My ticket expired. I'm like, nah, I'm not staying here. I'm taking this bus. I'm getting on the bus regardless. I ain't leaving. Call the police. I'd rather go to jail than have to stay here. And so yeah, that was that. I was sitting on the bus stop, and this elderly woman came, sat by me, talked to me, ended up leaving some food right there. Then they got to playing with my head again. If you eat that food, that means she paid for your head type. It was just so that I wouldn't eat. And so that's what that was about. I'm there for hours. The crazy girl, she was doing some crazy shit still. Like, she pulled her pants down right outside the Greyhound station and started to pee, and then just pulled her pants up like she just didn't do that, and just kept walking. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, she crazy as hell. So yeah, I thought that was real crazy. Trying to remember what else. Later that day, she got to tell me, because the bus was going to come at like 4 o'clock or something like that. So we was pretty much there all day. I was there since the morning because I didn't want to miss any bus. I was asking every bus driver where they was going. They was all going somewhere south and east. So just had to keep waiting. What else? Man, I'm trying to think. Getting distracted. Y'all know why. So okay, I'm gonna fast forward to later. The girl, she got to talking to me about some crazy shit. Saying I was her brother, and that our parents gave us 2 types of different DNAs, and A and B blood, and I'm not understanding. I'm not comprehending. So I really didn't understand. I was trying my best to understand what she was talking about. I didn't understand nothing she was talking about. And then that cell phone that dude gave me, they ended up tripping about it. Talking about that was the mob's cell phone. And that it had personal information in it. And if it said it got personal information in it. If I look in the phone, then I get hit, pretty much, or I gotta go. So I didn't look in the phone, I didn't unlock it. I just put the phone on the charger. Inside the Greyhound station, left it there. The crazy girl, she went and got it, flushed it out, and was using it for her own personal use. So that's that. So the bus finally coming. And the bus finally did come. I was happy. They didn't even question me about my ticket. I guess they knew who I was. They didn't even question it. They didn't even ask me. I just hopped on the bus. But, I was trying to make sure I was on the right bus, because it was a bus that came, and it was odd. There was only like 4 people on the bus. I never seen a Greyhound with like 4 people on the bus, just 4 people and a dog. I never seen a pet on the bus. Also, so I thought that was strange. I'm like, I ain't hopping on that one. So I didn't hop on it. I'm checking this bus out. It look like a normal bus. Seats all filled up. I'm like, yeah, it's a regular bus. I hop on. Here I come. Coming back to LA, man. I was surprised that I made it through all that stuff. Being in all those states from the West Coast all the way to Midwest to down south, I was just happy that I made it. Coming back home, man. So on the way back, they got to play with my head some more, talking about I can join the mob type and that the mob support me. And all this. They was capping. They was just playing my head the whole time. Cause they said the Arizona mob was different from the LA mob. So they said I can join the Arizona mob, but not the LA mob. They said the LA mob think of me differently. So but what I'm thinking now is they was just all playing in my head. So that was a ride back. And on the way there, we're heading to Texas. What is New Mexico? No. I think we're still in Arizona. We had a few rides in Arizona. And somebody on the bus started playing racist music. Like it was a rapper. He was rapping, but he was racist, rapping about racist shit, saying the word and all that. I ain't trying to get age restricted, but yeah, he was racist. And dude on there, he was bumping it. I'm looking around like, did anybody else hear this shit? Everybody act like they didn't hear nothing. So I thought that was strange. Then, they talking about when we get to this one city that they had snipers on top of the roof waiting for me when I got there for layover. So I had my mind thinking about that. Then we was getting to LA late. So then the bus driver, they said the bus driver skipped that station and we just gonna go straight into LA. But we end up stopping in I forgot. I think we were still in Arizona. But we stopped in, I forgot the city. I can't think of it. I'll know if I hear it, but I can't think of it right now. We get there for layover. Security guard was like, it's too late. You can't come in here because we all in there and people trying to come in. And he's like, nah, it's too late. Y'all can't come in here. And they just sitting outside the station. People pointing and looking at the station and all that. I mean, outside the station and all that. So I'm like, it must have something to do with them. So I just sat there, looked at my phone, looked at what they had on the TV. And that was that. So then, man, this dirty condom smell has been following me. This dirty condom smell has been following me everywhere today. Like, I don't know, one of them smell like it. That smell's just in the air, and it's starting to make me feel sick. I can't take it, but yeah, somewhere that I guess they hear somewhere roaming around, but yeah, it smells. So we in the so we still heading back to LA, but we in California at this point, but I forgot what city it was. And they like, oh, it's these dudes from Mexico. They came to hit pretty much. And so now I think I'm about to be hit. Cause they like they didn't come all the way down here for nothing. Or up here for nothing. And these two dudes get on the bus, and people like pretty much showing me that's them. Like, yeah, they're gonna be doing it. So we're going to the next stop. They started playing the app for me. This was my first time hearing the app. They it sounded off, but I thought it was just because it was like the app, and maybe the mic's quality was different or something. I don't know. But so let me see. So on the way there, I'm hearing my ex's voice. I'm hearing her dad's voice. I'm hearing her brother's voice. I'm hearing her mom's voice. And they all just roasting me and making fun of me. Like just talking about me the whole time. Saying my swipe was little. Stuff about the baby, like pedo stuff about the baby. That ain't true. All kind of weird shit I was hearing. They was letting me hear, and I'm just like, damn, that's how they really felt about me. And then they was like, I'm glad he about to get hit, and they laughing and shit. Like, that's what you get. I only got one true love and all that shit I'm hearing. All kind of shit. And but what I'm thinking now is that wasn't them. It was just the app. People playing their voices. So we get to the next stop where they were supposed to do what they was gonna do. They get off the bus. Everybody telling me to get off the bus. Everybody telling me to get off the bus. People pretty much telling me to get off the bus. I'm thinking either they're gonna they're gonna kill me or they're gonna try to leave me there like they did in Arizona. And yeah, I didn't get off the bus. I wasn't going for it, so I didn't get off the bus. Uh, they ended up going in the store, waiting outside the bus. 15 minutes past, they get back on the bus. So I'm like, cool. I didn't get hit. So I think it was one of the stops, and they end up getting off. And we had another layover somewhere like Barstow or something. We had another layover, and so we chilling. We there. I'm watching everybody. People coming around me. Anybody that looked suspicious that came around me, I just moved away. I just moved from them. I didn't want nobody with any negative energy near me. I didn't want anybody with just that sinister vibe near me. Like, I just kept it all away. If I felt like you had a gun on you, I went to the other side of the room. I don't want to deal with it. Yeah, I'm pretty much moving around, and I guess they was testing me or something because now girls are coming by, standing in front of me. I guess they wanted to see if I was gonna look or something. This one girl, I remember her. They saying she denounced me, but I think this was part of what they had going on. She was pretty much saying that she would let me, cause I don't know. I don't know what was going on in my mind or something, and whatever she heard in my mind, she said yes to it. So, so now, yeah, I got different people coming up testing me and all that. I saw that. I seen the thing with the kids too. They was testing me with the kids. They was bringing kids by, walking the kids by and stuff. And people were saying he obviously loved the kids, like he sees them as his own, and which is true. When I see little kids, I think like my own. You feel me? I don't be thinking that on that type of time. So. I guess in their eyes, I passed they test or whatnot at the station. Um, so that was at that station, and we coming all the way back to Los Angeles from Barstow. I think there was no stops after that. It's just straight to Los Angeles from there. So we go all the way, and we come back to Los Angeles, where I was hearing about. They said the Arizona mob was supposed to be watching my back, protecting me, right? It was all a play on my ear or my brain or whatever, right? So we get to Los Angeles. No, first we ended up in Bakersfield, or no, San Bernardino again. San Bernardino or Bakersfield. We ended up making a stop, and they said there was somebody was following the bus, and it was like while we on the break, they're gonna come on the bus if I'm on the bus, or if I get off the bus, they're gonna come and hit. So at this point, I'm like, I'm tired. I need to stretch my legs out. I get off the bus anyway, and people took it as me trying to get protection from the Arizona mob. The shit didn't. That didn't. I don't know. They was just making up their own story. I got off the bus because my feet was hurting. I mean, not my feet. My knees was hurting. Cause when you on those when you in those seats in the Greyhound, somebody like my height or whatever, your knees gonna be touching the seat above you the whole time, and it's gonna get sore for being like that from hours. Like, it's gonna get sore, and so my knees were sore. I just had to get off the bus, and so that's why I got off the bus. It wasn't because I was looking for protection and all that, like they were saying and all that. Cause I heard the people talking. So I get back on the bus. A couple people passed by while I was out there standing and whatnot, but that was about it. A new face got on the bus, but that was about it. So now we going all the way back to Los Angeles, and they said the dude from LA was following the bus, and that he was coming to get me. So so pretty much we get to LA. They said that they was gonna have a perimeter around the Greyhound, so I couldn't get away. Cause everywhere else, either I went into a bush somewhere, or I took the other way, or I ran, or some shit. I got away pretty much. And they were saying this time I won't get away because they're gonna set a perimeter. So I get to the Greyhound, and people telling me pretty much, don't go home. You can't go home. If you go home, they're gonna end you. If you go home, they're gonna hit. So they said security is already over there, so don't go. So, and this is after them telling. I just wanted to see if it was true about my family and all that. Like, I just wanted to see if they all got their head taken off and motherfucking. I gotta stop cussing, but if everything happened how they say it happened, I just wanted to see for myself. That's all. And so after them telling me all that, talking about I was gonna be next, and they even said they got now they saying it's nobody living in the house because they said on my way back to LA they end up getting everybody because the last person was in the house talking, saying that the mob wasn't gonna do nothing, so they took his head. So now they saying nobody lived there. So it was like, so now I'm just like, okay, there's no point in even going over there, especially at night. And they saying security is already there. I was like, and then knowing how, next door is and everything, I could be waiting at the door, wait for somebody to open the door, and he want to come do something. So it's just like, you know what I'm saying? I'm stuck in between two. It's just like, so it's just like, I'll just like forget it. I ain't gonna go. So I'm at the Los Angeles Greyhound station, and I start walking. I see a car out the parking lot just sitting there waiting with a dude standing outside of it. I just keep walking. I walk past everything, and then I just walk into the city. I walk into the downtown area. I'm just walking at this point, and cause they saying the dude that was driving that certain car was coming after me. They said he just wasn't in LA yet, but he was coming, and they said he was having car trouble. And I'm just like, damn, now he having car trouble now that I'm in LA. Yeah, they said he was on his way pretty much. So now I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try and make it as far as I can so I can start ducking and dodging into buildings and stuff before he see me. So I'm going downtown and I'm walking down in the area, and then people doing rasp like, oh, I don't know where he from. Look how he dressed, cause I was still dressed in the country outfit. Like I had the country shoes on and the country hat. You feel me? Like, so it was a truck fit hat, but everybody was like on some other stuff, saying I didn't look like I was from LA. So I'm walking down. I'm walking down downtown LA West, and I'm just seeing everybody talk. Everybody was talking. Like I heard people in their tents. Is he here yet? And I'm walking right by you, and he said, "Is he here yet?" So I'm like, "Yeah, everybody know I'm here." So then I hear people saying he's taking a right on this street. I'm hearing that. So now I'm seeing all these people on bicycles riding by. I'm seeing just homeless people just walking around the area, and yeah, I'm seeing cars stop and look at me. It's like I'm like, damn, what the fuck going on? So I just keep walking. I just kept walking west, and I'm walking west, and I hear somebody say he doesn't know that this area is still for, and so I'm just like, I think they were just playing with my head, or I don't know if it was true or not. I don't know, but so then this dude, I remember him pointing me in the right direction. He was like, "You'll be safer going that way, because that way is somebody hood, and you don't want to end up right there because they don't fuck with you. So go this way." So I start going that way, and then which was the right direction, cause yeah, that was the right direction. I'm hearing gunshots in different areas. Um, so then when I noticed the mob was after me, is when I seen two white dudes walking behind me. It was just odd to see those kind of people in that area. I had frequent the area often, and it's not often that you find